Yet again with the silliness. My name is Joyce Jukes, and prior to this day, I had hair.
Yeah, she had hair.
Welcome to the Weekend Rundown. This is the show where we give you some of the craziest story that went down in the past week. And this week has been a madness in Nigeria and all around. And of course, you know I am never alone. I have with me the delicious, the sexy, the healthy, the nutritious.
Oh my God.
How you doing?
I'm fine. Joyce, I love your hair. I love the coming out.
Thank
It's so
you.
lovely.
Thank you, thank you. You know, I was so terrified to cut it because I didn't think I could pull it off because my head is really small, if you have noticed.
Okay, yeah, I do, but it's really beautiful. This is
Coconut head for the win, bruh.
this is beautiful. Loving it.
Thank you. We're going to go on the short break. When we come back, we'll give you the bottom 5 stories for this week. Stick around. This is the Weekend Rundown on TSL Nigeria TV. Hi. Alright, let's just jump straight into our number 10 story for this week. It's a pretty sad story. Now, one of my favorite rappers of all time is Eminem. He's amazing, and I'm not ashamed to say I prefer Slim Shady to Eminem. You know, Slim Shady is the alter ego that's quite trashy and insults everyone. And something we know about Eminem is that his father left him when he was a baby. And he said in the song, Clean Out My Closet, I wonder if you even kiss me goodbye. No, I don't. Well, anyways, he just lost his father. His father is Bruce Mathers Jr. and he died at the age of 67. So
sad story, but well,
yeah.
R.I.P. to him.
Rest in peace to Eminem's daddy. I hope God grants him and his family fortitude to bear this loss. Whether or not they had a relationship is quite inconsequential right now because, well, you know how it is. But we're really sorry. I don't know why I'm so excited.
You're still excited. You're talking about someone's dad that died. And you're just laughing.
But yes, it's really, really sad, and we wish his family finds fortitude in this time. He was just 67. He was quite young. I'm sure he had a lot of life in front of him. Now, moving on to our number 9 story. If you're a Chelsea fan, this does not come as a shock to you in any way, shape, or form. Now, our former manager, I say because I'm a Chelsea fan.
Yeah, Chelsea fan. You're sure you're a Chelsea fan?
I am a Chelsea fanatic, beloved.
Okay, I'll take it from you.
Yes,
All right.
It's only the greatest team in London, baby.
All right, moving to the news.
Anyways, we had Sarri for a season. I think he was great. I wish he was given more time. And one thing we know about Sarri, that even if he didn't really give us trophies as much as we would like, he loves his cigarettes. And now in a recent interview, Sarri has confirmed that he smokes how many cigarettes a year?
60.
60.
Per day.
1.
60.
Doesn't that spare lungs?
60.
Somewhere.
I'm wondering how he's doing it. That's like 4 packs of cigarettes.
And he was like, he knows that this is the problem right now.
Yeah.
So he knows that he smokes a few too many. He called 60.
That's not a few too many.
Few too many.
Too many in every way. Too many.
And apparently he spends about £1,200 in a month on
for
cigarettes.
just cigarettes.
I know what I could do with £1,200.
Wow, the money in you have come out, Joyce.
I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, people are dying somewhere. And
so what would you do with that?
Well, I would be my account mostly. I would buy probably new clothes. I would get new piercings. I would get a new apartment. Do you know how much is £1 in Naira?
Let's not take it personal, Joyce, please.
Okay, let's sorry. And then moving on to more stories. And when it comes to sports in Nigeria, a lot of things are very usual. And one of them, sadly, it's a shame, it's disrespectful. One of the things that we're really used to when it comes to sports in Nigeria is our players being owed their allowances. There are very few tournaments that we travel for and will come back peacefully without one story or the other of owed allowances. And our Super Eagles are not left out. I think last week we spoke about the Falcons being owed money.
Yeah.
Well, the Super Eagles are not left out, like the Falcons, they did not wait till they were sent from the competition. As soon as they won their very first match, they refused to give any press conferences and they were allegedly refusing to go for training. I cannot really confirm that, but they claim that they wanted all their allowances. Now, according to the Vice President of the Nigeria Football Federation, Sheyi Akinwumi, he said that our president, our own boo-boo, has signed off on our players getting paid their allowances before we even had the Nigeria-Guinea match.
You can just imagine.
So I think the key is to win first.
Yes.
If you now win,
they
you now ask questions. Yours?
they should take your advice. Win.
Winfrey, I feel like you're throwing shit at the Falcons. Is that what you're doing? Are
No,
you
it's
throwing
not.
shit?
I mean,
Is that the kind of person you are?
oh, come on! Don't attack me. Don't do that.
I'm just wondering.
I'm just saying that I think it's a bit. I almost think it's biased. But let's not push it.
And okay, moving on to our number 7 story right now. Now, if there's one thing we know about the Kardashians is that they are always in one controversy or the other. Let me just say, I mean, they are paid to be alive. Their power is them being in the news as many times as possible. And the king of the pack is one and the only, Her Royal Majesty Kim Kardashian West. Now, she's become very open. Like, you notice, she's more really free these days. She's doing a lot of good things. And I'm really, really happy for her as a mother, as an entrepreneur, and as a mogul. Now, as a businesswoman that she is, she took her own struggles and created a line of underwear that I think it's really cute. And some of them were like swimsuits. Some of them were mostly Spanx, nude Spanx. One of them was cut at one leg, and even Christine Teigen was like, she's really happy she won't have to cut her Spanx anymore, because you know when they wear those tie-high dresses, they want to still wear their Spanx, but one leg has to be open. So it's really great. But the problem right now is that she decided to call the line kimono.
We already have a line called kimono. That's what you're
Kimono.
wearing.
Now, kimono is, I think, Japanese. It's supposed to be a cultural attire, and a lot of Asian people are very, very offended because Kim tried to trademark the word kimono. But the thing I feel like people are confused about is that she's not trying to trademark the word kimono. She tried to trademark the word kimono in a particular font.
I mean, was she trying to give her name in?
It's a business, yes. Kim Ono. Right? She should put it together. So she's trying to trademark kimono in a particular font.
Yeah.
Not like she's trying to trademark the word in entirety. But Asian people are not
taking it. They don't want. I
don't create a hashtag called Kim. Oh no. So yeah, that's one of the things that happened. And moving on to finally my number 6 story before I go on a short break. Congratulations are in order for our African giants. Burna Boy. He's doing really good. He's had an amazing year. So many concerts, so many shows, so many awards, and finally he's won himself the BET Africa Best International Act. And like we've seen in some award ceremonies, e.g. the Sound City MVPs, his mother came on stage to accept the award for him, and she was like, we should all remember that before we're anything else, we are Africans. Do you know what I want to do now? We are Africans. Louder, we are Africans. Louder, we are Africans. Africans are who? That's what's up. And on that note, we're calling it a house on our top or bottom 5 stories. I'm going to read it now because I forget something, so I write them down because I love you. At number 10, we had Eminem losing his father. It was a really sad story. He died at the age of 67. At number 9, we have Chelsea boss Sari letting us know that he smokes 60 cigarettes in a day. At number 8, we have Super Egos protesting for their unpaid allowances, which was confirmed to have been paid to them. At number 7, we have Kim Kardashian trying to trademark the word kimono in a particular font. And finally, Oluwabona. Yeah. We're going to go on a short break. When we come back, we'll give you the top 5 stories. Stick around. It's TSL Nigeria TV Weekend Rundown.
To TSL Nigeria and get updates on the go all day, every day. Subscribe to our YouTube channel on TSL Nigeria Space TV and join.
And we're back like we never left. It's still the Weekend Rundown and TSL Nigeria TV, and we've already done 5 lower news now. We're going to the upper part. Now, on my number 5, I have none other. We all know Cardi B, and she is in the news. Joyce, what did she do this time?
What did she not do there? The question should be, what did Cardi B not do? Now, you see, I love Cardi B. I think she's amazing.
Yeah.
I love the fact that she's taking a lot of stereotypes away from the genre of rap, for example. She doesn't write the bulk of her music, and she says it out like, okay, you know, she lists out credits for her writers, even though she was actually inducted into I think Songwriters Hall of Fame or something, which is really great for her. Basically, she's doing great. She's married to somebody that she should not be married to. She has a beautiful child culture. But one thing we know Cardi B for is that she is hood. She is hood to the core, and she doesn't lie about it. Now, 2018 was a rocky start for her marriage because a lot of cheating scandals for her husband.
Yeah.
Now, allegedly, he hollered at 2 bartenders at a strip club, and allegedly, because we were not there,
Yes, we're not
Cardi
there.
B allegedly sent some people to handle the women that her husband was with. This happened in October of 2018, and the ladies decided to press charges, both of them. So right now, as of on Tuesday, according to a judge, he's looking at 14 counts, including 2 felony assault counts and a couple of misdemeanors here and there, and to which she responded, "Not guilty, sir, or no," as a G. So we're hoping that she beats the case. For me, I want the case to last really long in court because
Why?
her court fashion is so
So
important.
you're just looking at her clothes.
For the fashion. Cardi
the
B
fashion.
stylist has never gotten it wrong before.
So now you just want the case to linger.
Yes, for that courtship.
So you keep saying fashion.
Yes, Queen. Bring the fashions. We're here for it. All right, so moving on to my next story. This is nothing to smile about.
Exactly.
It's not happy. It's actually immensely sad. Now, I think as of last week or last few weeks, about give or take maybe 20 days ago, I'm not entirely sure, even more than that, actually more than that, like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yes, we were made known to the information that there was an internet blackout in Sudan. Now, apparently, if you follow the news, there was a military takeover of the government before now, and they promised to hand over to democratic rule, you know. But for some reason, it seems like the military government wants to stay a while and do not want to hand over.
Yeah.
So a couple of citizens in their hundreds and thousands took to the streets for some peaceful protests. Now, apparently, this caused a lot of issues, and over hundreds of Sudanese civilians were killed. And then the internet was shut down. Now, when the government was questioned, the military government, they claimed that they do not know who killed the Sudanese people, that they were not the
Aware.
members of their army. They're not sure what happened. And the entire country has been experiencing internet blackouts. Nobody actually has internet. They can't talk to the public about what's going on. Now, a particular man who is a lawyer has gone to court to sue the internet providers in the country, which is Zain Sudan, and he won. Now, according to Zain Sudan, they were told to turn off the internet by the government, not like they just did on their own, and now he has internet access, and he is going on with the case to make sure that all the members in Sudan also have internet.
So do we think it will work since it's still military rule?
I don't know, my biggest fear right now is that the internet could be turned out in anybody's country. It's the #1 move for a lot of African leaders. Liberia has done it. I think Ethiopia has done it one time. I'm not entirely sure. It's a thing that is really recurring right now. Is that if you cannot deal with public opinion, you should not be in public office. That's just it.
Yeah, definitely. But you know how power, it's not democratic, it's military. So they could possibly do anything they want to do and make any decision they want to do. So if the guy who's suing can actually pull it off and get the internet working back, that's like kudos. Like that's a big deal, because I'm sure many of them are complaining seriously. Come to think of it, even though that we had internet, we wouldn't know what's going on.
Yeah, I really wouldn't know what's going on. It's just really crazy. Anyways, there's a social media campaign for Sudan. It's called Blue for Sudan. If you want to join, all you have to do is turn your RV, your profile picture, your display picture to a particular kind of blue, and you can be involved. Now, moving on to our number 3 story, which is also an immensely sad story, but also very, very confusing. Now, a woman in Alabama, she's 27 years old, and a court this week found her guilty of manslaughter. Now, you know, manslaughter is already quite common. We hear about it all the time. But this is a peculiar kind of manslaughter.
Yeah.
Because the person that died was her 5-month-old unborn child.
Like one in her womb.
Yes, let it sink in. Now, apparently, sometime last year, she got into a fight with another woman because of the father of, they were fighting for the father of the child. Anyways, and then during the fight, the other woman shot at her, and the bullet hit her tummy, and I think she lost the baby. And they've moved on. You know, I think the case was even dropped at some point, but the case has been picked up again, and apparently she is going to go to jail on a $50,000 bond because the judges are saying that the only life that was lost in the altercation was the life of the unborn child, and that the woman was the one that started the fight in the first place, and the other woman that shot in self-defense.
So it's her fault her baby died?
Basically.
I see that, first of all, a life has been lost here. It's traumatizing for the woman who loses a baby. Why bring up a case with so much pain and then now want to send her to jail?
I don't know, but I guess you have a lot of time to reflect on why you should not be fighting for a man.
That's the part you just Joyce.
Your baby has died now.
Oh my God.
Anyways, it's really, really sad.
It's
and
really
I feel
sad.
like it's a messed up justice system.
Yeah.
Because she's the one that lost the child, irrespective of how the fight started. And the
People
person
fight
that
every day.
got away with it.
Why would she get away with it? She should also take some time to be in prison.
She had a good lawyer.
Oh, God.
She had a good lawyer, basically. Okay, moving on to our number 2 story. This is something that was so big in Nigeria this week that it doesn't even make sense that it was so big. Now, our daddy, our big uncle, Wole Soyinka. Now, he was just trying to travel. My man was just trying to have a journey, a peaceful journey.
Peaceful.
You know, he got on a plane, and he was there. He's apparently approached by billionaire politician Tonye Cole, and they exchanged pleasantries. And then Uncle Wole sat on a window seat that did not belong to him. Wow. So, a baby boy, you know, a baby boy of his stature, very good looking, you know, a handsome young man.
Emphasizing?
Because he was profiled. That's why I've emphasized. Because when Tonye Cole described this guy, he described him as, he said he had tattoos, he had hair, had big dread. He was profiled to look irresponsible. So I'm profiling him to be a good-looking man. Anyways, he got there and he found Uncle Wole on his seat and he said, "Excuse me, sir, if you don't mind, that's my share, I pay for it." And Uncle Wole was like, it's cool, Maji, it's cool. He went to his own seat. But apparently Tonye Cole was immensely offended by the situation, and so he went on social media, wrote a thread about it, and he had us arguing about what is respect and what is not respect. I think we even spoke about it on the breakfast show.
We talked about it on Thursday, the issue of overemphasizing respect. We're not in any way saying that we shouldn't respect our elders. We're saying it's becoming overrated and overly being demanded.
I just feel like we should just sit in the seat that we paid for.
Simple matter. I thought that should have just been the end of that conversation.
Yeah, and the thing is really serious because window seats are not easy to come by. You can only actually select your window seats 24 hours to the flight, irrespective of when you paid for. So people that usually get the window seats have to work for it. They have to log on 24 hours before the flight and make sure that they've gone to reserve the seat. So I feel like if I go through all of that to reserve that seat, I have the right to request for it.
Yeah, so
you know,
it's simple.
I will not tell Uncle Wole to get up. We will not. And finally, to our number 1 story of the week. If you have internet, if you're somewhere in Nigeria, if you have family and friends, if you have an ear, you've definitely heard about the story.
Yes.
Now, one of the most talked about pastors in Nigeria is Pastor Biodun Fatoyibo, and it's for so many reasons. One of them is because the man is actually good looking and he has impeccable style. And I think one time he had an all-white yacht party. So yes, he is in the news for wearing a lot of Gucci and Louis Vuitton. You know, he's big on designer clothes. Now, another reason why he's also been in the news is that a couple of women have come out to accuse him of either sexual assault or extramarital affairs. Now, a few years ago, we had a lady called Essie Walters. If you guys can remember the Essie Walters story. And she was eventually slammed down. People called her a prostitute, saying that she was unmarried and she was trying to bring down the work of God. and a lot of things in between. Now, a few months ago, Timi Dakolo spoke up about another woman that was supposed to be his friend that was in the choir at some point that had relations or, with the same pastor. And it went on for a few days, maybe a week tops, and everybody moved on. Only for us to wake up on Friday morning, I believe, and there was a viral video of Busola Dakolo saying that this man of God, our legend, that this man of God raped her when she was 17 years old about twice. Wow. Anyways, it caused a big stir in social media. A lot of people came out for Busola Dakolo, who is a photographer, by the way, and the wife to Timi Dakolo, mother of about 3 children, very beautiful woman. A lot of people came out to support her. A lot of celebrities spoke up on it. Bobrisky said he doesn't believe because according to her, because that's what she goes by now. According to her, the man, she has met the pastor and he was nice to her. So for that reason, he cannot have assaulted somebody a couple of years ago. Now, another person that people spoke of that was kind of a big deal was Wale Jana. Wale Jana is an entrepreneur who has like a perfume line, wristwatch line, a jewelry line. He came out and said that he was a Koza bred and he will not take any lies against his pastor. Also, Reno Mokri, the convener or the creator of Red Nose Nuggets, said that there were holes in the story, and these kind of reactions sparked a lot of outrage on social media. Somebody that was particularly offended was Stella Damascus. She spoke out countless times. She made a series of videos to complain about why women cannot really speak up because of victim blaming. Something really peculiar also happened. Sisi of Northern Nigeria. Now, Sisi is an ambassador of Sapphire Sense, one of the businesses owned by Wale Jana, and Sisi came out to speak after he spoke and said that nobody has the power to silence anyone. Now, what this move is really, really brave is the fact that she could lose her ambassadorship.
Because of what she said.
Yes. So, it just kind of made me see her in an entirely different light. I haven't really paid so much attention to her before because I'm not really big on watching Big Brother Nigeria, even though I think it's an amazing reality show and it really helps people to achieve their dreams if they're in the media sector. But I've not really paid them a lot of attention, and just made me look at her as a different person.
Very bold step.
Very, very bold
irrespective of what she stood to lose, she came out and spoke. The whole incident, the whole issue of rape and victim blame, I think we had it a couple of times on the Breakfast Show where we talk about women don't come out to speak up because, first of all, when you come out and say, this is what happened to me, people turn to blame you and probably say it's what you wore, why were you alone in the house with him, why would you do this? And so there's no excuse for me, there's no excuse for rape, there's no excuse for abuse, there's no excuse for any man to rape any woman. It shouldn't be done. And so as much as this story is out there, let's get to the truth of it and let her, if this is really it, let her really get justice for what she deserves. It's bold for her. If the story says she was raped at the age of 17.
Yes,
it's really bold for her
in the process.
Yeah, it's really bold for her to actually come out and say this right now. And, it takes a whole lot. It takes a whole lot of emotions, and so let justice be done.
Yeah. And if you're not really updated on the story, the most recent happening is that the church has come out with a publication where Pastor Biodun said that he has never raped anyone before, even when he was an unbeliever, and that it was an attack on the church, and the church should not be surprised if more people come up. And people on social media are saying that if you're not guilty, why would you assume that more people are going to come up? We're not going to play judge or jury in this situation. We just hope that justice prevails. And he says that his lawyers are getting ready to pursue a criminal case. And finally, the public is now calling him to step down as senior pastor of Commonwealth Zion Assembly. They're saying that it is a bad look, and until everything clears up, he should not be climbing the pulpit to preach for anyone because it's putting the church in jeopardy. And on that note, we're going to say we have come to the end of the weekend rundown. Some of the craziest things happened this week, fam. And I can't wait to see what happens next week. My name is Joyce Chicks.
And I'm Jerome Moigadi.
And we're going to be here again next week, Saturday, dishing out the craziest stories from the past week. Do not forget that on Monday, we'll be back for the Breakfast Show. Where we show you our brilliance, authenticity. What brilliant girls, that's the stuff.
Serious people. We don't play anyhow. We're very serious.
We're going to be there on Monday. And of course, to get news on the go, log on to tsnigeria.tv. Check out our blog. We have amazing stories there. And we have an app. app so you do not miss a beat anytime, any day. Just go on your Play Store and your Apple Store and make sure that you get yourself sorted out. Have yourself a blissful weekend. Bye-bye, baby.